I'm getting ready to cross the bridge going from St. Pete into Tampa, and I tell you what, I got a dream that I dream every time I cross this bridge. The dream goes as follows. First, there's music. Then as I start driving across this bridge, I see a dolphin out in the water. And the dolphin is just close enough where I see his mouth. The dolphin looks over at me, he's like, "Hey!" And I'm like, "Well, howdy." He's like, "Why don't you come on out here directly?" And I'm like, "Well, okay, I guess I could park my truck here on the side of the road on the shoulder." He's like, "Go ahead and do that. Hop in the water. Let's have fun and play and whatnot." So I park my truck and I hop out there in the water. I swim over to him, which I thought it was kind of rude that he didn't just swim toward me. You'd think he'd be more adept at such things. But I swim over to him and he says, "My name's Bill." And I'm like, "Well, howdy, Bill." And so we start hanging out and he's like, "I got you this, it's special." And he, with his little fin, he grabs me some kelp, some seaweed. And I'm like, "I don't even eat seaweed. I'm not much of a fan of kelp." And he's like, "I thought we were so alike." And I'm like, "Well, no." And he says, "Better get your ass out of the bay then." And I'm like, that was an abrupt change. He's like, "I don't care. Get the hell on up out of my bay. That's more kelp for me." And I'm like, "Okay, well." So I come back over to the side and I get back in my truck and I'm all wet. So I hop back in the truck and I drive home, remembering forever the interaction that we shared. However, it was kismet. We were star-crossed, you might say. We couldn't be friends. He was a dolphin, you know? And the worst part is I ain't a dolphin. I ain't even a quarter dolphin or nothing. There's no dolphin in my family history. That's the end of the story right there.